Hello, and welcome to Around the Rim Season 1, Episode 5. I'm Evan Witt, and here's Delia Witt. We will have some special guests entering or exiting the room, so why don't we move our chairs over so we can totally capture the scene, if you know what I mean. Yep. In any action, okay, skip down, skip down, skip down.
Hi, I'm Delia.
And okay, so we can see any activity that occurs. Let us get our news. Okay, we have 0 viewers right now. If you are viewing and you want to comment, remember to just comment after. That way we can totally answer your questions. Okay?
People might talk during this video.
Okay, so far North Dakota State University has beat South Dakota State University 36-10 in Division 1 AA football, college football. Sorry, I'm trying not to mess up. I know it's on. I don't even know what she's talking about. Delia, no, sorry, it just comes to that. Never mind. Let's just go ahead and scoot over to my side. She will join us again. Alright, we have finished our sports reporting for right now. It has come to this. We will not listen to this. So more news at halftime. Yale, I don't know if it's Yale State, but they're winning 13-9. That is on ESPN 2. If you want to check that out. We're already up to bed. West Virginia University right now is beating on BMI 61-44. That's all we know as of right now, going into this. But a ton of stuff can happen. But let's just go ahead and get into the reactions that we usually do on this show, and totally going to show that this just isn't a sports show. We totally react to stuff. Let's react. Let's just see. Let's go down to videos. It always comes to our reactions to videos on this. Okay. But before we get into that, a ton of stuff. The Warriors. That totally could have an effect on how the NBA goes this year. So we totally know about that. But Golden State Warriors right now are 20-3. But their game will be today at 7 o'clock. They will be playing the Memphis Grizzlies, who are ranked 16-8. They're 20-3. Yeah, it's okay for them. But going into what we are looking at here, the Cleveland Cavaliers are 16-5, playing the Charlotte Hornets, who are 14-9. The Charlotte Hornets are averaging 104.7 points per game. The Cavs are averaging 111.2. And let's see how much the Warriors are averaging. 119. They're ranked first. Not shocked, but the Warriors' offense is basically 5 guys saying, "Let's get who pass me the ball," or somebody's gonna be like, "Well, I have the ball, I'm shooting." Basically, that's their offense. And Zaza Pachulia is just like, "Well, I signed up for this." I mean, But team was founded in 1946. Has been doing okay since then. But you never know. We were going to go into gymnastics coverage, but that obviously, because of the inconvenience that has happened, that will not be able to happen. But obviously, we just keep it as flex. But the Los Angeles Clippers wanted to send a message to the Golden State Warriors. This was sent 2 days ago, and the Warriors game day can Golden State out tough Memphis. Coming from my point of view, do I think they can out tough Memphis? I do not. But we know that the Warriors can do anything. I can see the Warriors getting beat by this team. The Warriors are that type of team that you think they're the best, and then they lose right when you think they're the best. And when you think they're the underdog, they start winning. They're just that type of team. Not many things you can really do about that, but not much. Like I said, that you can do. But let's go ahead and check on the LA Lakers. Los Angeles is attempting to figure out why they start so slow, basically. And, we can see that happening. But, you never really can come to a conclusion about it. I think, truthfully, they're starting slow because they need more talent. I mean, they really have some. But then again, there are these teams that can get a ton of talent but never really do too much with it. And that's when you start getting that sense of, are we really as good? Are we ever going to be good, necessarily? But there's not much you can do. But Lou Williams sets new bench scoring record. Well, he probably should be starting with other people they probably have starting with. But then again, D'Angelo Russell's taking the starting position. You can't really do much about that. What are you going to do? You really don't know. But we'll check on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Totally forgot. I did remind you.
But Oklahoma City was beat yesterday, 102-99 by the Rockets, 16-7. Oklahoma City's 14-9. Even though Russell Westbrook's probably going to win the MVP award this year, at least he should, in my opinion. Then again, you got James Harden, who's doing really good. There's not much you can necessarily do about that. Let's go to the Los Angeles Clippers. They are 16-7. They're playing today against the 7-16 New Orleans Pelicans. We don't know really what we're going to be able to do about that. But the season stats: New Orleans is averaging 101.7 points per game. The Clippers are averaging 108.3. So it could be a top battle. You never really know. Then we have, let's check on the Sacramento Kings. They average 103 points per game. They're playing the Jazz, who are 14-10. Kings being 8-14. The Jazz average 100.3 points per game. Jazz ranked 24th in that in the points per game category, and the Kings are ranked 19th. They will play today at 8 o'clock. Jazz have been doing better. Let's go check on the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls are 12-10 this season. They must have played They might have not played as many games as Utah has. The Bulls are averaging 102.9 points per game. Here, averaging 96.7. That definitely can't be good. It says the Bulls are ranked 20th. It doesn't even have the Heat up there, so that's definitely not good. Heat are 7-16, so really not good for them. They'll play today at 7. Let's go see how the San Antonio Spurs are doing. Spurs are 18-5, so good. They're doing good. They're ranked 21st in scoring though, with 102.3. But Brooklyn averaging 106.2 points per game. They're ranked 9th. They're 6-15. But the fact that Golden State Warriors average like 119, that's first, and 9th is 106.2 points per game for the Brooklyn Nets. It's shocking for them. Sometimes even if you score the most points, defense matters, and that might be what happens tonight. They play today at 7:30 p.m. Ignore the TV in the background, but Let's go to the Houston Rockets. The Dallas Mavericks are 5-17. They're not listed. They average 93 points per game on season stats. And dang, the Houston Rockets average 111.7. They're ranked second. So it seems that the Warriors are really averaging more, but we're not shocked at all they have on their team. I still suspect they will not win the championship this year. The Houston Rockets are also 16-7. Dirk hasn't been doing too good for Dallas. They've also lost a lot of their starters, so it's really not good for them. They played today at 7 o'clock. As we've already checked on the Miami Heat. Let's go on the Portland Trailblazers. They're 12-12. They're playing against the Indiana Pacers, who are 11-12. The Portland Trailblazers are averaging 109.1 points per game. That's ranked 5th. The Indiana Pacers are averaging 104.4 points per game. That's ranked 14th. But they play today at 6 o'clock. All right, we got the Phoenix Suns. They're 7-16. They beat the Lakers 119-115. I think we've already covered the Lakers, but that Lakers are doing okay. With 10-15, I've seen worse. The New York Knicks beat the Sacramento Kings after getting embarrassed by LeBron and the Cavs. No shock when LeBron was bottle flipping out on the court and disrespected them after all that stuff happened. If you don't remember when what's his name? Oh dang! She just mocked me up. I can't think of his name, but the manager of the Knicks called LeBron a bunch of pasta. That was really not good for them. But the Knicks are 13-10. Kings are 8-14. We do not know about what they've been averaging. We will try to find that out. And let's look at the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers are 5-18. Definitely not good after they lost Ben Simmons to an injury. Not shocked coming from their luck with games. Where they were playing against the Detroit Pistons tomorrow at 5 p.m. The Pistons are 13-12. Pistons are ranked 25th in the league with points, 99.9 points per game. It does not say how the 76ers are ranked. All it says is that they average 97.6 points per game. But, let's go to the Denver Nuggets. Nuggets average 105.5 points per game. They're ranked 10th. They're 8-15. They play today at 6 p.m. against the Orlando Magic, who are 10-14. The Magic average 94 points per game. It does not say what that is ranked, but that's probably the worst. We've already covered the Trailblazers and Pacers game. Let's go on to the Atlanta Hawks. See what they have in store for us. Let's go. The Hawks beat the Milwaukee Bucks 114-110. Milwaukee Bucks are 11-10. Atlanta Hawks are 12-12. We're gonna go in and start going to our points leaders. I should have done that earlier. Dennis Schroeder had 33 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists, while Jabari Parker had 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. This is Jabari Parker's, I think, 3rd year in the league. I think that's the same for Dennis Schroeder. I think it's his, 4. But Dwight Howard recently joined that team, so what big for them. We're going to go ahead and go to the Detroit Pistons. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, all right. The Detroit Pistons beat Delia. You just came at me, and that. Never mind.
I did it.
The Detroit Pistons are 13-12. They are playing against the Minnesota They played against the Minnesota Timberwolves yesterday. They beat the Minnesota Timberwolves yesterday, 117-90. The Minnesota Timberwolves are 6-17. Like I said, the Detroit Pistons are 13-12. Their points leaders, Andre Drummond for the Pistons, had 22 points, 22 rebounds, 0 assists, while Andrew Wiggins, who's a big-time man from Kansas University, had 60 points, 2 rebounds, and also 0 assists. Man, people need to start passing the ball more. But the Detroit, I've already told about their schedule. We're going to go ahead and go to the Washington Wizards. The Wizards playing against the Bucks today at 6 p.m. The Wizards are 8-13, or ranked 18th in the league in points per game with 103.7, while the Milwaukee Bucks are 11-10, averaging 104.1 points per game, 16th in the league. All right, let's go to the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks are playing the Houston Rockets. I think we've already covered that. But I think they are averaging 93.0, so they're even worse than the Magic. Let's go to the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics are 16-7. Or not 13-10. The Toronto Raptors are 16-7. The Celtics got beat last night by the Raptors, 101-94. In the game, in the first quarter, the Raptors had 25 points. Celtics had 28. In the second, the Raptors had 17. Celtics had 22, but the Raptors came crashing back in the second half. In the third quarter, having 33 points. Celtics had 18, and then it was tied with 26 for both teams in the fourth quarter, making the game 101-94. Your points leaders are Kyle Lowry with 34.7 rebounds, 2 assists. Al Horford for the Boston Celtics, 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Had even more assists than Kyle Lowry. That's weird because Kyle Lowry's a point guard. But the Celtics' best player is Isaiah Thomas, and kind of crazy. But that's all the teams that we have right now. But to go to more, let's check out college football. Please do not drop my lightsabers. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to college football scores if I haven't said so yet. Navy plays Army West Point. Navy's winning right now. It's the end of the first quarter. Navy's winning 7-0. And that's the only game I'm pretty sure right now. We're going to go ahead and go to in week 17 next week we have University of Texas Southern, UTSA, I don't know the name, versus New Mexico at 1 p.m. on ESPN. Then we have Houston playing San Diego State with one of the best running backs in the league for San Diego State. Houston really recently had a new coach. They will be playing at 2:30 p.m. on ABC. Arkansas State will be playing University of Central Florida at 4:30 p.m. on CBS. Appalachian State will be playing Toledo. Appalachian State had a really good season after almost beating Tennessee in the first game. That will be at 4:30 p.m. on ESPN. Then we have Southern Miss playing Louisiana Lafayette at 8 p.m. ESPN. And then we have Central Michigan, who earlier in the year had kind of a cheating win against Oklahoma State, but really it was still a win. They play Tulsa at 1:30 p.m. Then let's go to Week 18. We have Memphis at 6 p.m. on ESPN playing Western Kentucky. Then we have that was on December 20th. On December 21st, we have Brigham Young University playing Wyoming at 8 p.m. on ESPN. That's BYU playing Wyoming. December 22nd, we have Idaho at 6 p.m. on ESPN playing Colorado State. And then we have Eastern Michigan playing the Old Dominion Big Blue at 12 p.m. on ESPN on December 23rd. On that same day, we have Louisiana Tech at 3:30 p.m. on ESPN playing Navy. Ohio at 7 p.m. on ESPN playing Troy. Middle Tennessee on December 24th at 7 p.m. on ESPN playing Hawaii. And on December 26th, we have Miami, Ohio, 10 a.m. playing Mississippi State. Maryland at 1:30 p.m. on ESPN playing Boston College. And North Carolina State 4 p.m. at ESPN2 playing Vanderbilt. That will be your Week 18. We go to Week 19. We have Army West Point at North Texas on December 27th, ESPN 11 a.m. Temple will be playing Wake Forest on the same day at 2:30 p.m. on ESPN. Another game on ESPN, Minnesota at Washington State. Boise State at 9:15 p.m. on ESPN playing Baylor. December 28th, we have Pittsburgh at Northwestern at 1 p.m. on ESPN. West Virginia at Miami, Florida at 8 on ESPN at 4:30 p.m. Indiana playing Utah on Fox at 7:30 p.m. and Texas A&M playing Kansas State at 8 p.m. on ESPN. Probably not too happy about that. We go December 29th, South Florida at 1 p.m. on ESPN playing South Carolina. Arkansas and Virginia Tech at 4:30 p.m. on ESPN. Colorado and Oklahoma State on ESPN at 8 p.m. December 30th, we have TCU at Georgia at 11 a.m. on ESPN. Stanford at North Carolina on CBS 1 p.m. Nebraska playing Tennessee 2:30 p.m. ESPN. Probably not a game Tennessee South Alabama will be playing Air Force. 4:30 p.m. on AMSN. Michigan, it does not say which channel, but they will be playing Florida State. 7 p.m. That should be a good game. Harbaugh probably wishes he was in the top 4 playoff, though. We skip down to December 31st. LSU at 10 a.m. on ABC will be playing Louisville. Kentucky at 10 a.m. will be on ESPN. Will be playing Georgia Tech. Kentucky and Louisville recently played. Kentucky beat Louisville right after Louisville had gotten beat by Houston, but Lamar Jackson is still the number 1 pick for Heisman with Baker Mayfield. Then at 2 p.m., the college football playoffs will start on ESPN with Washington and Alabama. Go Alabama. Then we will have Ole Miss. We'll have Ohio State at Clemson on ESPN at 6 p.m. January 2nd, we have Florida at 12 p.m. on ABC. Western Michigan on ESPN 12 p.m. playing Wisconsin. ESPN on 4 p.m. we have Penn State playing USC. Auburn on ESPN 7:30 p.m. we'll be playing Oklahoma. Big game. Let's go ahead and skip down to week 20 to be determined at 7 p.m. on ESPN. There will probably be your college football playoff on January 9th. And that's all really for college football. But that's really, all we know. Delia, does Delia want to come over and announce about gymnastics?
You say you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
And you mean it.
I mean it. Okay, gymnastics.
And I can clap.
No, it's not gonna happen.
But then look what you made. You made this.
Okay, all right. You probably do that to yourself. Okay, all right.
I'm not making that on your face.
No, that's not.
On your arm.
Come on, just. That doesn't even hurt. That's too close. Not there. Dang, at least the camera can't see it. Oh, crap. Oh, no, the camera can't. All right. Gymnastics news. Let's go to gymnastics news.
I can do it.
No, I'm going to search it. No, it's my Kindle.
I know what I'm doing. I'm the gymnastics.
All right. All right, Delia Witt will take over. We will give it over to Delia. Delia, you have everybody's attention.
Coach declared a two of gymnastics. Coach declared Red Rocks ready for the season. Red Rocks preview normally is geared toward giving Utah's gymnastics a chance to experience a Huntsman Center environment in a meet-like setting before the season starts. But with Friday's event being televised nation by the Pac-12 New York network, it also provided a chance for opponents to do a little Brazilian scouting on the
Oh, okay, thanks, Delia. Are you sure there's not any more? Okay, we will also have Delia cover women's basketball. So Delia will be right back to cover women's basketball right after I cover. We'll do that later. Delia will be right back when we get to come to women's basketball.
It'll get the smell right out.
Don't ever go to the phone with Daddy.
Baby girl, I think she won't be a diaper, okay? I'm starving. Are you hungry?
I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I had. Me too. We finished a pretty awesome project. Can't wait to see that volcano melt too.
Okay.
No, don't leave me, Jacob.
There we go. Delia will now be covering women's basketball.
No,
Yes, she will.
no, I'm not.
Why not?
I don't watch TV.
Well, it's only gonna take a minute. You only have to cover like 5 games. Just come right here, okay? Guys, we're gonna go with 5. I'm gonna tell you about 5 scores of women's basketball. It's gonna take 10 seconds. All right, Evan will now cover it because Delia is not lady enough to do it. She's stupid. Okay, here we go.
I'm tired. I have a headache in my nostril, and he's part of the reason because he slapped me in that big
Florida
spot.
State Seminoles women's basketball. Florida State Seminoles beat the UAB Blazers. No, you're not. Beat the UAB Blazers. Okay, in quarter 2 with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left, the Florida State Seminoles are beating the UAB Blazers 38-13. What a game! The Nigeria Purple Eagles right now are losing to the Syracuse Orange 62-19. That game's at halftime. The Mississippi State Lady Bulldogs are winning against the Southern Miss Lady Golden Eagles. 31-20. They're winning with 31 seconds left in the second quarter. The USC Upstate Spartans against the West Virginia Mountaineers. That game will be at 5:30 p.m. And then Notre Dame Fighting Irish against the DePaul Blue Demons. It'll be at 7 p.m. We will have more coverage in a minute, but we're now going to go to Delia watching TV.
You're fine. So you're probably gonna make me take care of you again. Yeah.
Can I say, I wasn't sure about these things, but they are really comfortable.
Yeah.
All right. Back to where we were. Tomorrow we will have the women's basketball. Arizona State Sun Devils at 12 p.m. will take on the Kentucky Wildcats. Connecticut Huskies will take on the Kansas State Wildcats on FS1 at 1 p.m. The Western Kentucky Lady Toppers will take on the Louisville Cardinals at 1 p.m. Michigan Wolverines will take on UCLA Bruins on the PACN at 1 p.m. And Canisius Golden Griffins will take on the Ohio State Buckeyes at 1 p.m. And the South Florida Bulls, 2 p.m. will take on the Arkansas State Red Bulls. Tulsa Golden Hurricanes will take on the Oklahoma Sooners at 2 p.m. North Carolina A&T Lady Aggies will take on the Florida Gators. Minnesota Golden Gophers will take on the South Carolina Gamecocks at 2 p.m. on SECN. That last game, the Lady Aggies versus the Gators, will be at 2 p.m. Bowling Green Falcons versus Virginia Tech Hokies will be at 2:30 p.m. Tennessee Lady Volunteers will play the Texas Longhorns on FS1, 3:30 p.m. Boise State Broncos take on the Washington Huskies at 4 p.m. And tomorrow and Monday, the Maryland Terrapins at 6 p.m. will take on the Loyola Maryland Greyhounds. That's all about we got for women's basketball, but we will still have some more stuff coming up. Cool. If you can't tell, this is a commercial break. Huh. Let's see. All right, for the Tennessee Valley, we'll be finding out if UNA has one. All right, let's see how it's going.
So we're gonna play the emoji game to recount it. All the songs.
And in the NCAA Division II football championship semifinal, UNA beat the 13-0 their 13-0 opponent. 23-13 final. UNA has won, and they've won the championship semifinal. They will have to go to the championship now, so good luck to them. Now, we'll go to commercial break to Delia. We'll be right back in this commercial break.
It's an original. Faith, you got it. I mean, Faith. That's good. Oh, that's good. Kiss from Rose by Seal. Yeah, perfect. Ride like winds.
Yeah, y'all listen to it. 43-13.
Is this Hallelujah?
Hey, an update. Army has the ball. They're beating Navy 7-0. It's 4th and 2 on the Navy 15. We would like to thank you for watching this episode of Around the Rim. We have covered a ton of stuff. And before we leave, we will make sure that we cover men's basketball. Hey, Normie's now got a first and goal. No coincidence from what the guy on the announce board just said. Okay. The VMI Cadets are getting beat 83-49 by West Virginia Mountaineers. LaSalle Explorers are getting beat 76-68 by Georgetown. Penn State Nittany Lions are getting beat by the Pittsburgh Panthers 58-42. And the Central Michigan Chippewas right now are getting beat by Illinois Fighting. I don't even know what their last name is, 46-36, and the Nebraska Cornhuskers are getting beat 48-29 by the Kansas Jayhawks. And for tomorrow, we have the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies, St. John's Red Storm taking on LIU Brooklyn Blackbirds, Hofstra Pride taking on Kentucky Wildcats, Florida Gators playing Florida State Seminoles, Western Kentucky Hilltoppers playing Indiana State Sycamores, Tennessee Volunteers playing North Carolina Tar Heels, Northern Illinois Huskies playing Minnesota Golden Gophers, Savannah State Tigers playing Oregon State Beavers, and our own Alabama Crimson Tide playing the Oregon Ducks, New Orleans Privateers playing the Northwestern Wildcats, Nevada Wolf Pack are going to be taking on the Washington Huskies, UC Irvine Anteaters are going to be taking on the St. Mary's Gales, and the FIU Golden Panthers taking on the FGCU Eagles, and the Pepperdine Waves taking on the USC Trojans. That's all for today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on Season 2, Episode 6. If you want to see more videos like this, remember to like, comment, share, and or subscribe. Subscribe or share. This has been Slaughterhouse 4 on Around the Rim. Peace.